succeed, to do anything that they want to do, no matter the color of their skin, and we should not be teaching it to our children. Thank you.
Thank you. We have time for 2 more speakers. Are any online? There's one. Ms. Wilcox, would you provide that instruction?
Thank you, Mr. Canan. If you have logged in online and would like to make a public comment, please raise your hand by clicking on the hand symbol, which is located at the bottom right hand of your screen, and listen for when I invite you to speak by announcing your name. You will hear an audible beep when your microphone is unmuted, and then again when it is muted. We ask that you speak slowly, stating your first and last name, and spell your last name. State your home address, as well as the topic you will be speaking about. You will have 3 minutes to comment. For those who have called in and are not connected to the meeting via application or web browser, you may raise your hand by pressing *3. You will receive a confirmation click telling you that your hand is raised. Please listen for when I invite you to speak. You will hear an audible beep when your microphone is unmuted, and then again when it is muted. We ask that you speak slowly, stating your first and last name, and spell your last name. State your home address, as well as the topic of your comment. You will have 3 minutes to speak.
Ms. Wilcox, go ahead and call on our first public comment.
We have Luna Lopez. Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Luna Lopez. I live on Charlemagne Circle in Ponte Vedra. I have 2 daughters in the St. Johns County School District, and my comments today are on racial equity curriculum and the preferential selection into schools, Montessori and charter schools. I'm here to protect our children and create a psychologically strong and capable society. First, let me state that I am an American-born daughter of a legal immigrant from Trinidad and Tobago. I am a half-Black American married to a Cuban American who was so poor I had to pay for my own private high school education. I became a successful business owner, and a Kaiser University graduate holding a psychology degree. I'd also like to state that I am a conservative United States congressional candidate right here in Florida's 4th District. And I accomplished all of that without preferential treatment by the US system because I lived in a society that did not teach me that I was too stupid to accomplish all of that on my own. I did not grow up in a society that taught me that I was unable to obtain transportation, valid ID, understand verbiage written on applications, or make good grades because of my race or skin color. The society I grew up in demanded equality, not equity, for my people. The society and taught me to be a contributing member to society, all under the belief that I was the same as everyone else and that I was just as capable as any white person. The truth is here that CRT, racial equity curriculum, and preferential entry into Montessori and charter schools is utterly disgusting and racist. CRT teaches our children that Black and brown people are incapable at achieving things that white people can because of their race, and it teaches that all white people are inherently racist simply because they are born white. It's like saying that brown and Black people are the dogs that need to be fed by the humans because they can't feed themselves. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X fought for equality, not special treatment. They fought to end special treatment, and special treatment of Black and brown people only cripples them, further taking away their ability to problem solve, and it creates a generational legacy of dependency on the government. It also creates a false sense of superiority, leading to racism against whites, and becomes a vicious cycle of hate against one another. Racial equity curriculum and preferential selection into schools was created by elite racists to keep minorities down and oppressed. And since you probably plan on voting in favor of these practices anyway, why not practice what you preach and have all white board members step down and give Black and brown people priority for employment, including the teachers, and election to school boards? At the beginning of this meeting, you prayed to God for wisdom in making decisions. So if you do plan to vote to implement these practices in our school system, every single one of these parents here and the constituents listening here today will remember that you support racism and will have no problem turning our community into a socially divided one when it comes time to re-elect your seats.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. Next speaker.
Samantha Maria, go ahead.
Yes, hello, my name is Samantha Maria, 49 Jackson Road. I would like to say everything that Ms. Lopez just said right now, I am in complete agreement with. She said it very eloquently. The first thing I would like to discuss is critical race theory. Critical race theory does not only go against Martin Luther King's dream, a future in which children are not judged by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. It also goes in direct conflict with Christianity and seeks to destroy individual rights. Um, I my husband and my husband's military, and we are constantly moving. We are considered Florida residents, and we have decided to move back to St. Augustine so that our children could have the best future. We thought that under Governor Ron DeSantis, critical race theory will not be taught. Our children need to grow up knowing that they can achieve anything they want to. Not that they are oppressed by their background, their Hispanic background, or the color of their skin. Living and moving around, we have experienced also, next thing I'll be talking about is the transgender ideologies. Gender has transformed into this cult-like concept, and public knowledge has been overturned to reflect pleasantries and affirm the feelings and beliefs of particular group. Scientific research is no longer about exploring new ground, but promoting ideas to make people feel happy. I had the unfortunate opportunity of listening to some of the transgender classes that my son had to take, where they were essentially encouraging him to chemically castrate himself. As a mother, this was very disturbing. My son was incredibly confused and came home asking questions that an 11-year-old boy should not have to be asking at his very young age. And I would hope and pray that this school district doesn't continue to push these ideologies on these children in regards to critical race theory, transgender ideologies. And in regards to masks and vaccines, I am against it. I have spoke about it before in one of the last board meetings, and I agree with all of the other parents that are concerned